Hi and welcome to this session here on Spreadsheet. Today we want to look at the basics of working with functions. And so I want to remind you that Spreadsheet is an electronic document in which data is arranged in rows and columns. And so the intersection of these rows and columns, they form what is known as a grid. And having data in this grid-like pattern, it makes it very easy when it comes to analyzing these data, when it comes to applying automated calculation, and even comparison and working together on these data within the document. And so again, just pointing out the overview of what this spreadsheet document look like. And so you see the gray lines there which are barely visible, and so that's your rows and columns, or the grid, which is a result of the intersection of those lines. And so we're going to be looking at that a little bit more in the practical aspect of this session here. And again, there are two basic ways to perform calculation in spreadsheet. In this case, we're working with Excel. And so these two methods are applying formulas or working with the functions that comes with the spreadsheet document itself. And so as far as formula is concerned, formulas are your basic expression that you can apply as far as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And unlike basic mathematics, which uses this format here, 2.95 plus 5.5 is equal to 3.54. Spreadsheet, what it does is it uses the reference address, and so you're actually working with the address of the value rather than the hard-coded value. And so in this case, we would be working with the address B2 and B3, and so we put that operation within the blank cell or the area where we want our answer to appear. And so once we press the enter key or the check mark on the formula bar, then the result of this addition would appear in that cell. And so you want to keep that in mind as we move forward. Again, formula is just applying the basic operators or basic operation which we are quite familiar with from basic maths, except that we use the referencing of address and we don't really use the hard-coded values. So we want to look a bit more. So we want to continue looking a bit more at functions, and again, functions are predefined formulas. And so these formulas again have been created for us, and they have been given name. And so what we will see is that spreadsheet comes with functions that help eliminate the amount of work we would need to put in when it comes to certain types of calculation. And so we have already looked at the sum function, and again, functions, they have names, and we tend to work more with the reference address when it comes to calculating in spreadsheet. And we also would have discussed this concept here, which you're seeing A1 colon A3, and this here is when we are working with range. And range is when we have those values in a sequence or in straight order. And so if you have a column and the column has 1,000 pieces of numbers that you want to add, then using a range is a better choice than trying to find or create a formula that will be doing that calculation for you. And so you see an example here of how we use a sum function, and so we want to remember this, we want to commit this basic principle in memory. And so our function has names. Again, they begin with the equal symbol, and then we tend to apply the reference address and using the concept that we would have discussed already known as range. As far as the continuation of working with functions, we want to look at the average, max, and min function, and these are great when it comes to analysis of data because they give you a quick response as to the highest, the lowest, and the basically the average of the numerical data that have been inputted into your spreadsheet document. And so again, functions, they have names, and so it's going to be good that you try to remember the names of those functions that you need to be working with. As again, the average function gives you a general idea as far as the rate or amount that is occurring over a period of time. And so in applying this type of function, then we basically point out or identify the range that we want to compare, and then we insert the formula in the cell that we want the result to appear. And basically, once you press the enter key or you press the check mark there on your formula bar, then the answer is going to appear in that cell where you had placed your function. And so just like the sum function, the average function is not difficult. It's just a matter of knowing which function to apply and when to apply it as far as data analysis is concerned. And so you still have to go back and consider the basic mathematics that you have been learning over the years, and then you apply those same concepts when it comes to spreadsheet and when it comes to data analysis. And so the max function, again, max return the highest value within your range. And so if we have our range, if we consider C2 all the way to C14 here, which becomes our range, then if we wanted to know the highest value here, then we simply need to insert the function max in the cell of choice, and once we press the enter key again, then the answer comes in, or the answer appears. And you might say, well, you can just look at this table and quickly identify the highest value, but the truth of the matter is, after a point in time, you want your results quick, and the more data you have to analyze, then it's going to be even more difficult or even more tedious for you to scroll down using your eyes and try to figure out which is the highest value, or eventually which is going to be the lowest value in that range. And so this is where your functions will become very handy. And again, you want to remember the name of the function and basically how you use it and what is going to return. And so since this is a basic introduction, then I don't give you a large amount of data, but again, the concept is going to be important as we move forward and as more is required from you. So we also have the min function, and so the min function actually returns the minimum value or the lowest value within your range. And so if you wanted to find the lowest value within this range, then again, it's just a matter of inserting your function and the range of the values that you are searching through. And once you press your enter key again, then the minimum value will appear in that cell. And so we also want to remember the application or when to apply these formulas. And trust me, when it comes to data analysis, these are going to be very handy. And so we are now living in that time where information is wanted, and it's wanted at a rapid pace. And so spreadsheet allows for the quick analysis of data that has been inputted in to a spreadsheet document, and so you're able to have the correct information, and you're able to have that information quickly. And so this is the type of society that we're now living in. And even though we have more advanced technologies when it comes to data analysis, then spreadsheet becomes foundational. And so getting to know how to use spreadsheet and understand these concepts will definitely benefit you down the road. And so I'm going to be asking that you open a spreadsheet document, and for some of you, you would have already created this table, and so we want to be inserting these functions and see how they work.